And hello, boys and girls. Now to an episode where we go really screechy. And how good the product is in its screechiness, we will simply determine not about what I'm saying, but whether or not Valeria, who's in the back there, will be in the room. That's the camera, yes. And stay there or not. You know Valeria from the comments on literally every channel. And no, she is not Poo Ninja. So, moving on. TC Electronic has released the Ampworx pedals, namely the Gyms 45, the Something Deluxe, and the DC30. And that's to be expected because the pedal platform, classic, Deluxe Reverb, AC30, and Plexi. Yeah, okay. For the pedal board, virtual amp, go direct makes sense. So far, nobody has done the high gains, the Soldanos, the Rectis, the 800s, and all of those, the Engels. And I don't know why, because I think it would be big sellers. Except for, of course, you're going to say, but what about the Nux Amp Factory? I don't fucking know about the Nux Amp Factory because I don't have a Nux Amp Factory. I've never even seen it. Nux doesn't talk to me, so I don't know. I cannot comment on that. So yeah, if you have one that does all the amps, of course, there's going to be some high gain in there. But a standalone one amp thing, like the UAs and Iridiums and, you know, those kind of things. Yeah, I know Iridium is 3. Shut your trap. Nobody's done it, except they're doing it. They've got the 550, which stands for 3 letters, and the Gyms 800, which is his blood pressure. I don't know. And the dual rec. Actually, the only one of the 3 that I literally have not played before this video, which is going to be fun. Also, the Domi knobs, exactly like on the original, are hard to read, and that's why I really don't like rectifiers, okay? Full disclosure, if you're a big rectifier fan, you're gonna hear a lot of me bitching about rectifiers. The thing is, when I hear them recorded, of the people that have recorded them, they sound phenomenal. But every time I plug into one, I'll go like, oh my God, that's so muddy, that's so sludgy, and yeah, you can boost it with a tube screamer, but why buy an amp for that much money and then make me work making it sound good? It should just sound good right out of the gate. Like, I don't know, a Rev or something. I was never a big fan. Then you cannot really see how the knobs are set up because it's silver on silver indent. Ooh, spooky 7-hand action. A big one. And you're here for something else. You're here to hear it. Ha! Here. I'm weird because we're renovating a house. Gear Street's in a week and a half. And there's massive pressure, and also I have to do videos now. Should I tell you anything about this? Yeah, it's a pedal. It has 2 channels, a red channel and a green channel. You can also, if I remember correctly, hold both of these in, then they're flicky flash, and now it's a bypass. It will bypass whatever channel you were on previously. So if I'm going to the red channel, then you're on the red channel, and now I can bypass that and simply turn it on and off if you want to use it like a drive, which I don't really think you should, but you could. That rhymes again. Songsmith. There's a boost because it doesn't have enough gain. I don't know. You can switch this in the back to pre and post, and since we're going to be in the back anyway, pre and post switch, power, tiny little mini USB, which we already talked about, is just not contemporary anymore, and TC should not do that. Then there is a presence global knob there. This is the here, right? This is what we're using right now. That's the DI out with a cab, whatever cab they picked. This is cabless, so we can actually go into a power amp, which we're going to do. And this is the input. On the front panel, we see the channel and the boost. We have the gain, the tight, so you don't necessarily need to push it with your tube screamer to make it tighter. They at least, thankfully, in the simulation built that in. There's level for how loud, and bass, middle, treble do things in probably the bass, the middle, and the treble register. And off we go. And we're playing this with a humbucker equipped guitar without a trimming clamp. It has a Kume body. I don't know why it has the little waves in it. Apparently, I paid extra for that. Actually, I'm sorry, I didn't pay for that. And it's got flamies in the neck. Not even locking tuners. I mean, this doesn't even have a high gloss paint job. This isn't even a double thing. They put a single one in there, so that's cheaper. Ivan, it's one knob. Nick Huber, what were you thinking? Next time, build me a real guitar. Don't skimp out on all this stuff. Do we even need? We're probably going to be here. Oops, I dropped my pick. And off we go. Actually, now I want to know something. Hey, Valeria.
Yes?
When this video is out, you're not going to watch it, right?
Probably not.
Because you watch everything.
I know.
But you're not going to watch this, right?
No.
Because you're watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Just...
Can I leave a comment to boost your...
Oh, yeah, please leave a comment. Yeah. Totally.
Everybody, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, leave a comment on this. Yell that, because Mike's here.
Comment below, everybody! Hit the like button and all the other stuff.
Thank you. Green channel. Start here. No tight. This pickup. Can you do clean? That's not why you're buying this. Oh, it's in D. So, okay, when the gain is here, you want to have level. That doesn't even do anything. Did you see this? Why even have gain in that register when you literally can't get... I know the TC people weren't thinking, oh, people are going to use that on clean. Why give it 2 channels if you can't be... come on. Here we go. Here's what Glenn would do. Yes, it does clean. It's Glenn's typical D chord. And then he goes to gain. Okay, let's do that. Here's the dual rec from TC Electronic Ampworx in clean. Moving on. So you can see that's not what it's made for in any way. And yes, it's got that thickness, that muddiness, everything I don't like about the rectifier. TC didn't know when they sent this to me that I generally don't like the amp that they modeled. But the idea isn't what do I like, the idea is how close does it get to the amp you want, which is the rectifier. And if I don't like it, it's perfect. Because then it's exactly like the amp that I don't like. So if this is a bad review, it's actually a good review. Does it make any sense, Valeria?
No,
She's not even paying any attention.
What does?
Moving on. It has a thickness, the low mid massiveness. It is that sound. I personally just don't know how to use it, but that's probably what the tight's for. That's actually fuzzy now. That's a fuzz. Do we want to push more bass? Really not. I don't know how to play guitar. I've been building things. Okay, so that's that. Okay, we want to do the tight. Oh, that's tight. That tightens it. Wow. But definitely the green channel doesn't go that far. We want to go to the red channel. Mid-scooping isn't a thing people do anymore, but that's what it would sound like. I can see that sound working. I can see that being a thing. Yeah, that gain knob doesn't do anything really below 11. I can see that massive thickness and that super high gain thing working in music. Okay. Let's go tight. It takes out some of that really low heft, which is good for a little bit more attackiness. The top end does sound model-ish, but realistically, with some applied mix EQ, yeah, you can get fat-ass sounds out of that. We're gonna go and actually disconnect it here. Connect it to an actual amp, which is the Red 7 Duality 100, where we're gonna turn on the effect zone. And now technically we should have it in the... When you're doing that, going into an effector with the non-IR loaded output, be careful. The level needs to be quite a bit lower. The speaker is a V30 412 in the aux. Hey, that works, and it is a little bit more realistic and better, blah, blah, blah. But we're literally throwing a €3,500 amps, power, amp added, and an aux and all that stuff. And if you had all that, you wouldn't be using the Ampworx from TC Electronics for $160. Doesn't really make that much sense. The DI out is, I think, where it's at. And it does sound 5% modelish in the top end. It's thick, it's muddy, can I work with that? I have to ask myself, which is exactly what I do when I play a rectifier. So, yeah, I think that's your rec for $160. Would I use that? That's a totally different topic. If that's a sound that you want because your favorite guitar players have always played that and had very clever engineers that knew how to set it up and how to mix it and how to get the muddiness out of it, and the tight knob helps. I think that's what I'm saying about it. Yeah, I think they got it. Doesn't mean that I would want to use it, but I also wouldn't want to use a rectifier. Links below. What again are we all doing, Valeria? Something about subscribing?
Yeah.
Subscribing?
I think scuba dive.
What? Subscribe, scuba dive, comment below,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up, links below, wear an umbrella.
Yeah, and Glenn can open an umbrella.
Glenn can open up, we've seen it.
Yep.
And then, what's at the end again?
Animals?
Animals?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, animals at the end.